Hello and welcome here to Talk SCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. And I just thought today it would be good to do a Barca news roundup straight away from the World Cup. Try and move on from what occurred last night with Messi and Argentina. But we are going to come on from the big fallout from that game. We are also going to be discussing Melo in this video, and we are going to crack straight on with that story that is breaking right now from Barcelona. Melo could arrive this summer. That is the possibility right now. Barcelona have been working very, very hard on this deal, and I think it all comes after, of course, we didn't get Griezmann. We've got a lot of money left over, and now we're looking into it. How much is it going to cost extra to bring Arthur in this summer, get embedded into the squad, let him incorporate himself into playing in Europe? And that's what Barca are doing right now. They're discussing with Grêmio. Barca representatives actually flew out to Brazil this week to talk face-to-face with Grêmio. They were basically talking about what they were willing to do to sort of bring Arthur in early. We do have, of course, a deal agreed to sign Arthur, but that applies to January 2019. That is all in place. That is all signed. 30 million euros is the transfer fee, a potential 9 million euros in variables and add-ons, but that'll only go through in January 2019. Barca now adamant they want Arthur to come in now. Eric Abidal has come into the board, and he's very much on board with this as well. They've been discussing with Grêmio, and according to reports in Brazil, things have been going very, very well indeed. And according to those Brazilian reports, one of the driving forces behind that going so well is Melo himself. He has made it very clear to Grêmio that he wants to leave this summer. He wants to go to Barcelona now. He sees so many benefits for leaving now. Like I mentioned, he needs that time to really bed in Europe, to really settle in a different lifestyle, in a different league, in a very different team as well. He wants to go and do that now. He's made that very, very clear to Grêmio, and that's put them in the position really where they know Arthur was going to leave. They knew he was going to leave next year anyway, and now they're sort of saying, we want an extra 10 million, we want an extra 15 million euros perhaps. We don't really know how much it's going to cost right now, but everything at this moment in time is pointing to Arthur becoming a Barcelona player this summer. It will cost us a bit more, but even some Brazilian reports are saying that Arthur in the coming days will be saying goodbye to Grêmio, so hopefully we can hear more on this very soon. That's positive news. We all know about Arthur, very talented midfield player. He will add a lot to our midfield once he gets settled, but he will need that initial time to really bed himself in. So Melo, hopefully we'll be seeing him soon, a lot sooner than we expected. And now on to a very quick story on Jordi Alba. Some of you might have heard this rumour, some of you might not have, but there was a few rumours basically linking him to the Premier League. Tottenham and Manchester United, according to reports in the UK, apparently they were very interested in signing Jordi Alba. He was very, very quick on this, though. He didn't let those rumours lie. He didn't let them gather any pace at all. He came out, obviously, on international duty right now with Spain in Russia, but he came out and said, no, that's absolutely not the case. I've got no interest in moving anywhere else right now, and he even went on to say, if it was possible, I would love to retire at Barcelona. So very clear from Jordi Alba himself, he is not going anywhere. That reported interest from the Premier League may be interest, but the one person who's not interested is Jordi Alba. And one man that I must speak about before I do move on to Argentina and Lionel Messi is Miralem Pjanić. There's been a lot of talk about him in the Barcelona media. Potentially he could be that midfield signing that we are going to look to this summer. The board are reportedly fans of Pjanić, which is very, very good indeed. Pjanić is a fantastic player. He is one of the older ones. They're one of the older targets that we are looking at. Thiago is younger, Eriksen younger than that. So Pjanić is one of the more older ones. But obviously with that comes experience. He will not be cheap though from Juventus. Around 80 million euros plus will be his transfer fee. But both Sport and MD have commented on Pjanić, and they have linked us to him in the recent days and weeks. So we're going to have to keep tabs on that one and see what happens with Pjanić. But now it is time to move on to Argentina, to Lionel Messi. And I do this with a bit of a purpose. It's not about dwelling on what is gone. It's not about looking back at the game yesterday and picking Argentina apart. This is genuine news to your report. The one thing that I want to say, Sport came out with a headline this morning, very much on the side of Lionel Messi. It basically said, Lionel Messi does not deserve this. Clearly surrounded by players who didn't exactly provide any help for him last night, and Sport coming out on the side of Messi, which is exactly what we should be doing. But I just want to talk about some potential rumours from the Argentina camp, and I think personally it's about to get very, very serious on that side. Because reports from the Argentinian media coming out this morning in a lot of force, this is not just one report, this is widespread reports right across the field that say Argentina players have sort of gathered, they've revolted against the management, and they are all of the belief right now that Jordi Alba should be sacked before the final game against Nigeria. The Argentina players very, very unhappy, of course, about certain decisions, certain team selections, the tactical decisions as well, which have been made with Argentina. And rightly so too, because I think some of the decisions that Sampaoli has made have been absolutely disastrous. You look at the lineups, you look at the players that he's brought in, even the system that he deployed yesterday was an absolute catastrophe, really, against Croatia. And they are so unhappy with that. They want Jordi Sampaoli out before the final game, somebody else brought in before they play Nigeria, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the Argentinian Football Federation react to this news. There is reportedly, though, one big issue with this claim, because obviously it's not going to be that easy to just get rid of Sampaoli. Reportedly, he does have a very, very big exit clause in his contract. The AFA are not a well-off organisation. They do not have a lot of money at all. They struggle to even get Sampaoli in to pay his wages, and now it seems like they won't be able to get rid of him because of that clause. What I said on Twitter, though, if all the players do want him out, if there really is unrest, if this could unravel even further, Sampaoli could do the honourable thing. If the players are against him, if the AFA want him to go but can't pay him off, surely he could hold his head high and leave and do the honourable thing. He could resign and at least give his country half a chance of doing something in that final game. But as of right now, nobody knows what's going to happen. Big uncertainty over Argentina. And now also, let me give you some news from the Madrid media. That was in terms of Argentina as well. But this is regarding Diego Simeone, who I said last night, if only he was in charge of Argentina. Somebody who can handle characters, somebody who can mould a team, get everybody playing as one, really get that unity. And he also adores Lionel Messi. And reportedly in the Madrid media today, it says there's some leaked audio between Diego Simeone and Herman Burgos, his assistant manager, basically talking about Argentina. And in this audio, they claim that Diego Simeone slates Jordi Sampaoli, he slates Willy Caballero, very, very unhappy with those two. And he also says he cannot believe the way that Lionel Messi is being used in this team. He was shocked at how Messi was used, he didn't put any blame at his door, and in other words, he questioned the rest of the Argentinian team. Diego Simeone is somebody that from afar I've certainly admired now for a long, long time. And like I say, if only he was the coach, we can only dream about things like that. And one more thing that I do want to do with regards to Argentina is just look at the group and look at those permutations going into these final games. Now, Iceland play Nigeria today, and basically what we need from Argentina's point of view from this game is anything but an Iceland win. If Iceland win, because of the way the goal difference looks, it would be very, very difficult for Argentina to progress to the knockout stages. If it's a draw, that would leave Iceland on 2 points, Nigeria on 1 point, and that would need Argentina needing to beat Nigeria in their final game, and Croatia not letting Iceland beat them in that final game. Nigeria win, that would change things very dramatically indeed. That would mean that Argentina still needed to beat Nigeria on the final day, and that's the thing here. Even if all these results go their way, can we trust in Argentina to get the job done on that last game against Nigeria? We're going to have to wait and see how things pan out. But like I say, if Iceland win today, it might just be curtains for Argentina, and it might just sadly be curtains for Lionel Messi. And that is basically where we are on the Barcelona front right now, guys. I thought I wanted to do this video really because I know a lot of people are very down. We were all looking forward to the World Cup. We were all looking forward to seeing Lionel Messi maybe have one last chance and even just give it a good go. If his teammates could provide some support just to get out their group, keep that dream alive. But even right now, that is looking a very, very difficult ask indeed. But we've got to keep the faith. Messi is still there. There is still one game to play. Let's see how things go. And like I say, in the coming days and weeks, there will be a lot more videos now on Barcelona. Hopefully things start happening with regard to transfers, and hopefully we hear some more news on Arthur Melo very, very soon indeed. Thank you, as always, guys, for tuning in to the the video, please leave all your thoughts and your comments down below. I will see you soon, but until then, as always, Vesca El Barça. Barça, Barça,